There was like 20, 25 of us, and Golo ended up having to pay.
Oh my.
Which was the most hilarious thing because this guy does not like to spend money.
Chilwell on the volley! There you go! X Factor!
Before we, really properly get into, our talk today, I want to, take things way, way, way back. Obviously, your dad's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And, I heard your grandfather also played football as well. Kind of talk about the upbringing and the experiences from both of them fed into, who you are today.
Like you said, obviously my dad is from New Zealand, and then it's actually my mum's dad that played for England. So the two different sides of the family, obviously both pretty sporty backgrounds, and in New Zealand, football's not really a thing. It's obviously rugby and cricket, so they were the paths that he wanted me to go down. And then, in New Zealand, it's a big work ethic, working hard. If you're going to do something, do it to 100%. I think having that ingrained in me from a young age has definitely helped with this whole journey of getting to here.
So is it safe to say if football hadn't happened, we'd probably be seeing you in, the cricket field or the rugby field? Is that safe to say?
I was actually better at cricket up until 15. And then, because I was playing men's cricket at 15 and just didn't enjoy it anywhere near as much as I enjoyed playing football. So gave cricket up and focused fully on football.
I come from an African background, and, growing up, I was playing sports as well. But a lot of the times, and I know a lot of people are going to be able to relate to this, sports comes in hand with your education. It's kind of give or take. You got to keep up with both. What was it like for you with your parents? And
I definitely had to keep both sides happy. Football was the dream. Football was what I wanted to do. Football was this is what I want from life. But I think not from myself, but from my parents, there was, in their heads, where it's not a very realistic dream that you've got. You might be talented, but there's a lot of talented people out there that don't make it in sport. So they made sure that my education was always, bang on. And when I got my scholarship at Leicester, we had to do our education for the whole 2 years. Everyone was very, very keen and, kind of pushed you into making sure that your education was 100%. And
if we're going to fast forward, up to this point, obviously your professional career started, pretty early. Because, came straight in from the academy. Talk about, obviously, the fame, the media scrutiny that comes with that, walking out in public, the attention from fans and people that you don't know, but they recognise you. Just talk about what that's like and the adjustment you kind of had to make to that.
Well, I think, firstly, obviously, we're in a very fortunate position where we get to do a job that we enjoy every single day, and we get to come in and see our friends every day and literally play football, which is something we've loved our whole lives, and we get to do that as a job. Everything we do, we just have to look at ourselves and make sure, what we're doing is 100%, especially, in the limelight, like you've said, playing for Chelsea. If we're going to inspire the younger generation, we need to, make sure that what they're watching us do is, the right thing, and, they can grow up and want to be like us in the best way possible.
Obviously, you made your debut in the Premier League for Leicester. I want to know what your welcome to the Premier League moment was.
First game I played, I'm pretty sure it was my Premier League debut, was against Everton. We lost the game, but I just remember walking out onto the pitch. And obviously I'd been going to the King Power Stadium for years, watching Leicester play, and always dreamed that I'd be on the pitch actually playing one day. And I always, after games, I'd always go home that night and watch Match of the Day. So to then watch Match of the Day with myself on it, for me, that was kind of the moment where I was pretty surreal, being able to experience that, playing in the Premier League.
And obviously you made the jump from Leicester, made the career move, you obviously moved to Chelsea. So then, Chelsea's a different stage to Leicester. What was the welcome to Chelsea moment like?
Just the winning mentality, and the expectations on you is obviously a lot higher here. You're expected to win every single match. You're expected to win a trophy every season. But that's what everyone joins Chelsea for, because, you want to push yourself. You want to win trophies. Fortunately, I've been able to win a few since I've been here. And the moment where I first kind of realised, this is Chelsea, I actually, on my Premier League debut, I scored and got an assist. You always feel like you need to do something. Every team, I've done it at Huddersfield, at Leicester, now at Chelsea, every football player has that moment where they feel like they need to prove to the team what they're about to earn the team's respect. That kind of, for me, broke the ice and settled my nerves a lot, and kind of just introduced me into the group in a positive way.
Let's talk about team dinners. You guys go on team dinners, right? Sometimes with a team or just sometimes like by yourself?
Yeah, for sure. We obviously it's very important that as a team we do, activities away from the training ground together. It's very good for team bonding, especially.
Who's usually first to, put their hands up and pick up the bill?
Pick up the bill? I tell you, there's not one person that wants to pick up the bill. There's not anyone that's offering.
Is it you?
Nah, I mean, if it comes to me, of course I'll pay the same way everyone will. But the only way we really settle it is, we just put everyone's cards in a hat, and then we get the waiter to take everyone's cards out one at a time.
No way, like a roulette?
Like a roulette, and then the last card in there pays. I think it was last Christmas when we went for like a team meal. There was like 20, 25 of us, and the bill ended up coming to a lot of money, and N'Golo ended up having to pay.
Oh my.
Which was the most hilarious thing, because this guy does not like to spend money, but it's hilarious. And stuff like that's good. It's good for the group. Like I said, just going out for dinner, all of us together. It just brings everyone a bit closer and lifts the mood, especially, like I said, when things aren't going as well on the pitch. Stuff like that can help a lot.
Obviously for you, you've had, some ups, you've had some downs as well, dealing with injuries. What's kind of like your mindset being, and how are you kind of keeping your focus in?
Since winning the Champions League, it's been such an up and down, especially personally for me, with my ACL, then my hamstring, missing the World Cup through injury. Definitely had a lot of ups and downs, but I think I always just remember one thing that, one of my managers at Leicester, it was actually Brendan Rodgers, told me, which was, when things are going well, don't get high, and when things are going bad, don't get low. Just literally just stay grounded, stay level. I think for me, I try not to just let it affect me negatively. I know that's easy to say, but I think I just come in, work hard every day, and just literally try and make sure whenever I leave the training ground, I feel like I've gone home and I've done something for the day. And it's very cliche, but it definitely does, make you stronger, more resilient. I feel, great in my body. I think you can looking back at the ACL and the hamstring, and say that I've come out the back of them, and, I'm a lot stronger mentally and in my body. Make sure that I can try and spin whatever situation and turn it into a positive.
And to kind of just cap, this whole discussion of who are some of those figures in the locker room you can point to and you can kind of say, they're keeping the ship steady.
I think we're quite lucky at Chelsea. We've definitely got a lot of people that, you can rely on, that they're going to be there in the tough times. So if I was to name a few people, I'd say Aspie, obviously, for sure. He's seen the great times here and he's seen the bad times, so he knows how to deal with moments like this. And, he makes sure that he lets us all know, and he helps us that, these tougher times don't last. Then, you've got Thiago, Edu likes to steady the ship a lot as well. And but like I said, our whole team is pretty good like that. A lot of people with a lot of voices that, we all want to help each other through this tough time.
No, for sure, man. Listen, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Ben. Really appreciate this. And, hopefully you guys were able to take something away that you didn't already know about Ben. So, thank you.